I'm not sure if I made a video about this one. Bog cheese. Okay. So the story goes, we were doing cheese. And I forget exactly why I told them to bury it in the bog. I think I was doing... there's something about it, about the bog. I think I wanted to see if it would go bad or something like that. Or maybe it was the humidity. I'm not exactly sure. But basically, a long time ago, I had them burying... well, there was bog cheese and there was this other stuff that was white as well that they were using. But bog cheese. I mean, I did a lot of stuff when I was younger. And different. And bog cheese was one of them. We were developing cheese. I think what it had to do with was milk going bad and how milk went bad or something and whether or not it turned into something. I think they were taking the milk and they would put it in the ground. I forget really. I mean, the whole cheese thing really has a lot to do with me and my past. We started out. There was this stuff that was basically goat's milk. There's a couple different kinds of cheeses, but me and cheese go way back. Anyway, though, bog cheese, yes. I think it was because I wanted them to bury it and see how long it would last. Or I was trying to get a date of, I wanted to know how much time had passed. So I told them to bury some cheese in the ground and leave it there until some later date. You know, to see how it would weather, I think, or how long it would last. I mean, there's a lot of things, like the world's oldest wine bottle or wine. I wanted them to store it, and I wanted to know how much time had passed, really. I was trying to get an idea of how much time had passed, because, I mean, to me, with my projects and how I was doing things, you know, I would invent things, I would start groups off on their path towards the future or whatever, and we were inventing, and I would move to another one and help them invent and do things there, and it was just kind of like the way everything was forming and going throughout time and space or something like that. I don't know. It had to do with me building civilization and how I was building civilization. And I was working with groups back then, and we were doing stuff, and bog cheese is one of them. Also, like the Roman wine, and my water, and my safe clean water project. So because I think ships take 3 months to get across the ocean, or did take 3 months, and that was too long for water to stay fresh for some reason. And I think it had to do with the spoon. They would take the spoon and they would dip the spoon in the water, and then they would go, and then when they re-dipped the spoon, it would always, you know, germs would always go back through the spoon. So, you know, we needed the little, and then that kind of made it better too. Plus, and then there's still a problem of the water. Water doesn't really let stand. If you let water stand, you really, it's hard to get past the 1 month period or something like that. There's like, if just normal water or river water just sits inside of a container for like 30 days, it goes bad, or somewhere around like 48 or something, it starts to get a little funky. Of course, you can always boil it, but a fire on a ship is kind of not that easy to do either. And I did do a research project with that as well, which is another way. Of course, certain people, clay pots, there's other ways to get across the ocean. Anyway, though, point being, though, bog cheese. And what I was doing, I was providing food for everyone. Because I knew that, fish alone, a person cannot live on fish or grain alone. So we did the fishing thing, and then we did the bread thing, and then we did the bog cheese thing, and cheese types, and we were doing the dried meat thing, and we're doing a lot of things. Anyway, though, but that's my past, and that's how. And we also did the beer thing and the wine thing, and I think they say the wine goes back 3,000 years or something like that. Like I say, I don't know when these things were started. It was just me like, okay, I think I'll do this. I think I'll do that. And I was like, I think I'll do this other thing over here. And I was just trying to provide things for people. I thought, cars, steam power. I was like, what else do I need? Anyway, though, it's just me playing around. I mean, I was already rich because I had done mining technology and gotten metal and was minting my own coins, as well as well, I had bones as well, bonefish hooks, spear tips. I helped the Indians take down buffaloes, and I helped the American government, the American Army, or what's called Buffalo Bill or whatever, take down buffaloes as well from long range, because the truth was the American military sucked at getting getting close to a buffalo. Only the Indians could do it for some reason. I don't know. I guess buffalo were fast or something, or there's a trick to killing them or taking them down, and the American soldiers just could not do it, and muskets couldn't do it either. So we had to do some special things so the American military could actually take down a buffalo. They couldn't really do it, but the Indians could do it, and that was good enough. Anyway, though, it's kind of, there's pictures. There's a lot of pictures. Unfortunately, there's also a lot of pictures of a whole herd of buffalo taken out, which is kind of sad, really, because they killed the babies too, or the children, the little ones too, which I got a little upset about, and then made a rule that said you can only hunt the biggest buffalo. You couldn't take out the little ones or the middle ones. Kind of eliminated how many buffalo they took out. I had to do a species whatever act. Anyway, there's pictures of it all and records. So anyway, but it's who I am. It's what I did. And anyway, though, and then later on, other groups found me and came to me and asked me for help at different times. Like I say, life and everything is kind of relative and weird for me, because I was this great world-class inventor, undefeated for 700 years. Undefeated inventor for 700 to 3,000 years. I just, no one could match me. At least no human could match me, or a normal person could. I was always better. I don't know why. I was just I had been inventing for a long time. You have to understand, I had invented from the Stone Age all the way up, 700 years, and then so after inventing for 700 years and literally having invented almost everything, I was way better than most people because I had actually invented everything. So, it's one of those things. Once you get started and you're going, you just, after being inventor for 700 years, inventing for 3,000 years is like not so hard. I was like, whatever. Anyway, though, but I didn't, I had my limit. I just did mechanical things. I really didn't want to get into the whole electronic stuff and all that. At a certain point, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm over it. I'm tired. My head hurts. I'm done. I should be rich and wealthy and well off anyway, so I'm cool here. And I let people take over. Anyway, and I just relaxed. So anyway, though, but that's why I'm all and why... who I really am. So, I love you, my little ones.